Hi, everybody. Welcome inside the Mountain West Network studio. I'm Jesse Kurtz, where it's time to relive one of the great football games of Mountain West past with the Vault Peak Performances. And following another fan vote on Twitter, your Week 1 winner was the University of Wyoming's wild triple overtime thriller against Northern Illinois on September 3rd, 2016 in Laramie. To relive all the fun that we had that day, that evening, night, and well into the morning, we bring in former Wyoming and NFL wide receiver Tanner Gentry. Tanner, great to see you. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Great to connect with you. Let's start with the build-up to the 2016 season and camp leading into this Northern Illinois contest. After 4 straight losing seasons, Craig Bull had a plan of building the program what he called the right way. He admitted it wasn't going to be the fast way, but the right way, and that was starting to come to fruition. What was the team's optimism heading into that matchup with the Huskies?
Yeah, so I think by that time, a lot of us seniors going in that year, that was our second year with Coach Bull. So we were all bought into everything that he was doing. Going into that year, we knew the amount of talent we had, especially on the offensive side of the ball, and not to mention our defense was outstanding that year. So we just knew that we had a great opportunity ahead of us that year, and I know, especially for me, my motivation was just to finally go to a bowl game. My first 3 years didn't get to go to one, so I knew I wanted to experience that for the senior year, and we just knew that we had a good opportunity ahead. So.
Well, the game started as crazy as the finish. You were scheduled for an 8:30 p.m. local time kickoff, and you didn't start that time. You were delayed by nearly 2 hours because of thunderstorms in the area. How did you guys keep your focus and energy at a high level, knowing that you still had 2 hours before you'd ever get out on the football field?
Yeah, for sure. I think it helped a lot that it was the first game, and that we just came off a really hard 4 week fall camp, and I think guys were just super excited to get out on the field and to start at 10:30. I mean, it was pretty crazy, but we just tried to stay focused in the locker room, and I know we had a lot of good leaders that year that just kept everybody locked in and ready to go, and we came out and executed. So I was definitely proud of us for that one.
You come out there in the first half, it goes back and forth. Game's tied 13-13 after the second quarter, heading into the locker room. Second half opens up with your 17-yard touchdown reception, and it just so happens that it was Josh Allen's first touchdown of his Division I career. There will never be another first. How special is that for you, knowing that you caught his first Division I college football touchdown pass, and then he went on to be a high-level first-round NFL draft pick?
Yeah, I think it was pretty awesome. I mean, for me, I don't really care too much about, I'm obviously very proud of him and everything he's accomplishing, but just, our friendship means a lot more to me, and just the amount of work we put in leading up to that season, and just kind of the build-up of the excitement. The year before, he had got in the Eastern Michigan game, which was my junior year. He got in the second game, and he had hurt his shoulder, so he was out and out the rest of that season. And so there was just a lot of anticipation, and we were just kind of really excited for that first touchdown moment, and it was pretty special for sure.
Well, there are big moments still to come in this game. You head into overtime in this contest with Northern Illinois. In the early morning hours, neither team scored in the first overtime. You trade rushing touchdowns in the second overtime. We go to the third overtime, and the Huskies miss a field goal to give your team a chance to win. Take me in the huddle. What was being said that you guys had a chance to finally end it?
Yeah, I mean, I think just by that point, I think everyone was we were just ready to get that win and get out of there. It had been such a long night, and a hard-fought battle, and guys were really, really tired. And I think just in that huddle, we just really decided it was time to dig deep, and the time was now to close it out and start the season off with a win. And it was definitely ended off with a bang. So that was definitely an exciting finish for sure.
Well, the finish starts with a number of Brian Hill running plays before what is now the play that forever defines this wild finish. Josh Allen would take the ball on a bootleg, and then it was just a playmaker making plays.
At the 10, to the 5, he's in! Touchdown, Cowboys!
What did you see, and where were you on that play?
So I don't really. I think he started off rolling to the right, so I would have been on the left, and I was just coming across the field on some type of play action bootleg or whatever, and obviously the pass wasn't there. And I remember just after I had ran over and with him scrambling for the first time, I was really trying to get open. He had reversed field, and by that point I was completely done, exhausted. I couldn't run anymore. So I'll be honest, I just knew Josh was going to do something, and I just hoped that he could make a play. So I just kind of watched from the back of the end zone, and then he made it in, and we all celebrated. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, the celebration is really something else. There's a big dog pile in the end zone around 2:30 a.m. What was that like?
Yeah, crazy. Definitely one of those moments you can never forget. Top 5 for me in my Wyoming career. To end it like that, and for my senior year to start that way, and just the type of team that was, that was probably the closest I've been with any of my teammates in my 4 years there. And there's just the bond that team had was pretty special, and it clearly showed on game day as guys were really fighting for each other. So it was pretty special.
It was a strong bond and really high-level players. I'll take a look at the roster on that day. A number of you all went on to the NFL, talking about you, Brian Hill, Jacob Hollister, Chase Roulier, Andrew Wingard, Logan Wilson, Josh Allen, just to name a few. How special was that group?
Yeah, I mean, in the moment, you don't really think about it. We're just a bunch of college kids out in Laramie, Wyoming, just, working hard and trying to get better and just win some games. But when you look back at it and look back at the kind of talent we had, it is pretty crazy to think about, the level of NFL talent on that roster. And I know it's something that Wyoming had not seen in a really long time. And I hope that kind of helped with, recruiting going forward and helped the program and, was positive in any type of way. So definitely cool.
To your point, that win ignited one of the top turnarounds in college football that season. Wyoming goes from a 2-win season to hosting the 2016 Mountain West Championship game. How proud are you of that time and what you guys did to lift this program back to the level where it stands right now? They haven't had a losing season since.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. And, when Coach Bull got there, he talked about building something special, and those who stay will be champions. And I think, like I said, the ones that bought into it, and yes, his practices were hard, and he is, old school coach, and he does work as hard, but what he does clearly works, and, his track record speaks for itself. So we just kind of all bought in, and I know he's really appreciative of all of us that, kind of just started that whole building that culture. And it's just definitely cool to look back at it now. And my brother's up there right now. He's going into his junior year, and I get to talk to him about how it's going up there. And I know they got a lot of great players on that team, and they've been killing it the past couple of years, and I know that they're going to have a great year coming up this year as well.
With your football career now in the past, you're paying it forward. All the knowledge that you gained at the University of Wyoming and in the NFL, you're starting to pass that along to the next generation of stars. Tell everybody what you're up to these days.
Yeah, so I've been coaching some receivers, mostly started with receivers, and we kind of turned it into a company out here in the Denver area. We're coaching all offensive, defensive skill players. Just started up with a 7-on-7 that we're gonna be doing. So just kind of exciting. It's kind of fun to be on the coaching side of it. Being called coach and sir and all that stuff's a little weird, but I don't know if I'm ready to fully move on to permanent coaching. I'm definitely still working out, hoping for any other playing opportunities. I know, there are a couple more leagues, XFL's coming back out, Canadian, I might explore some more options. So just anything I can do to, get back in it. And I definitely still think I got some left. So we'll see what happens, but it's good to have the coaching in my back pocket for sure.
Oh, there's no question about it. We'd love to see you back on the football field whenever that time might come. Tanner, I really appreciate your time and helping us relive what was a fantastic night in Laramie with Wyoming beating Northern Illinois to start the 2016 season.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
That's Tanner Gentry, former University of Wyoming and NFL wide receiver. The Vault Peak Performances will continue next week with a brand new Twitter poll posted on Saturday. Make sure you vote and then tune in next week to relive some of the best games in Mountain West history. From the Mountain West Network studio, I'm Jesse Kurtz.